Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Ben in his 1375, AMX 1375 that is. This is a tier 8 game on the new Glacier. Ooh. So, Ben was actually one of the first people to send me a replay. Maybe been the first person to send me a replay of the new patch. And I meant to post this game, and then I completely forgot about it. Yeah, that's what happens. And I know he mentioned he was on the new map, but somehow my mind went to the Grand Battle map. Yeah, I don't know how he got 1375 on a Grand Battle map either, but in my mind that's what he did, and I'm sorry, Ben. This game should have been up last week is what I'm trying to say, but I messed up. So nice job getting out of that situation. And we're going to pause it here for a second while we finish the rest of the intro. Oh, so apparently he doesn't have anything but standard shells. Okay, that's interesting. And he does have a Binonet and camo. Yeah, that's totally how that goes. Binox and camo net. But before we get too far into this, if you think this deserves MVP for the week, then please hit that like button. And if you think that it's only the average, the Unicums that win those, it's really not. The last 2 weeks we've had run-of-the-mill average players with average stats win, and just because they played great games and people like seeing them play. That's all you need to do to win an MVP. So, send me in those games, right? And if you think that this deserves MVP, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of this kind of content, subscribe, and in all things, thank the patrons, for they are amazing. Okay, he gets dinged, and he gets out of there with only one shot of damage taken. Huh, interesting. And his commander had died. Okay, well, so that was probably not the best thing, but overall, not a horrible loss. He's not going to be able to pen an Oni. It's not. Okay. You can shoot at his armor. It's this kind of range. This gun is not accurate enough to do this. This is not worth your time. Good. No. Oh, okay. That's not going to go through either. Come on. Stop shooting things you can't. You can't pen these guys, not at this range. If you had their flank, yeah. But straight on into heavily armored opponents, this is not going to work for this tank. That's a dead A25 in a smoking crater. I'm going to bet artillery. This is a bad place to be. Nice shot, though. Okay, so... Ow. Why is this a bad place to be? Well, because poking up over this ridge, he obviously gets seen. Yes, there's an avenue of fire on multiple opponents, but that also means multiple opponents get to see him. This tank excels at not being seen, and then ambushing somebody and just unloading an entire clip into their side or their back, pinning them in place, and then running away before they can possibly retaliate. This location provides none of the things that an AMX 1375 needs. However, just over here, we know there's a set of bushes. We know this because on our way up from the cap, we passed by this exact spot. And I can't get the camera to wiggle really, but you can kind of see them there. I can't zoom it far enough either. But there's a set of bushes right there. All you had to do was park right back here somewhere, far enough away from the bushes that he couldn't see through them, and then he'd be able to fire through those bushes at will at the flanks of tanks as they were battling his friends up here. But parking up on this ridgeline doesn't grant him any of those favors of being invisible in a bush. All it does is mean the enemies know where to shoot at and know where to point their armor against. So don't be shooting from here in anything but a ridge fighting heavy / medium tank. Okay, so hopefully he doesn't pull that stunt again. It looks like he wants to pull that stunt again. It's not worth your time, Ben. Just get out of there. Yep. If you wanted to do that kind of thing, there's a bush over there you can fight from. Or go behind the trees. Not perfect, but it's better. And Endercore? Is that what that says? Oh, look at that. Yeah, we'll take that. Shooting on a CDC that can barely even see him. Never mind. Well, he can't actually see him. He definitely couldn't return fire because his gun wouldn't elevate high enough. Huh. So, now, because of the fact that both our team is hemmed in here and back here, it leaves the enemies free control over the rest of the map. So, smartly, their scout has pushed all the way around. And now he's flanking us. Unfortunately for him, he didn't know there was an AMX up here, and it killed him. So that is bad. But if one of their bad for him. But if one of their meme tanks did that same thing, something with a decent turret, then that whole thing may have gone differently. Because I'm betting the tank destroyer got lit as soon as it fired. Ooh, nice shooting, or nice shot. Ugh. Nice taking advantage of that fact that you can shoot into his side is what I was trying to say, but not really getting anywhere with. So far he's done 2,000 spotting, and if he doesn't ramp himself off a cliff, then that would be really helpful. Oh, good job. And now he's going to try and work his way around and actually get on people's flanks, which is what this tank needs to be doing in the first place. Oh, that's not... You're not going to pen that. Yeah, nope, not worth shooting at. If he had, like, could get flat against the Oni's side and fire straight through the top of its side, then yeah, he could probably go through and kill it. But against the top of its turret, at that angle, that was never going to go in. He's trying to look for the side of that T-29, which again, he could definitely pen. Side, go for the side. You can overmatch there. Oh, okay. Almost had it. If the LTG hadn't taken out the Oni, then Ben definitely would have. Unfortunately, though, his team is now starting to swing the winning back to losing, which is always unfortunate. So we have no heavy tanks left. We have a medium, we have a light, and we have a tank destroyer. We know the tank destroyer is on next to no health. 2 light tanks, sorry. One of them is going to die here in a couple of seconds because there's no way he survives against a CDC by himself. CDC let him escape. Interesting. Very interesting. As Ben unloads the rest of his clip on what he thinks is a T-29. Now, I don't think we hit him, otherwise he would have most likely died, or it's possible we just tracked him in place. But either way, it gives us enough time to reload. And Ben knows he can take a single shot from the T-29, so he's going to wait. Nope, never mind, doesn't even have to. LTG takes him out. And that is going to be the end of that particular bit of fighting. Now, there's still an IS on the board. There is an SU-14-2 and an SU-122-44. Now, the two of them are over here somewhere. And those two are going to be dangerous if they're still teamed up together. The SU-14 is a lot less dangerous. I don't know why our T-44 is capping. But he seems to be capping. Ooh, I love the fact that these craters stay in the ground. That is an SU-122-44. Not what we want to see. He can definitely kill us in a single shot. As can the IS, actually. As can the SU-14-1. Oh, good lord. Nah, well, now, like, I mean, so he's letting them for his old team right now. But that's about all he can actually do. He can't kill the... Oh, good lord. Oh, the SU-14... Really? Really, Ben? Oh, this is... You know, there are times when it turns out the enemy just doesn't want to kill you. This is one of those times. That SU-14, or SU-122, I guess, was trying to get over to the point where he could reset the cap. He should have just gone straight at the cap, but he dawdled around, worrying about us. If he had just gone straight at the cap, he would have been able to reset the cap, and we wouldn't have been able to stop him. However, he didn't. His next best option would have been to come up here, turn sideways, and kill us. He didn't do that either. I don't know why, but I'll take it, you know? Unfortunately, this leaves, like, so many tanks on just, like, so little health. It's kind of funny. I've never seen a game end quite this closely, and yet so many tanks left alive on each side. It's a little weird, you know. But good job, Ben. Overall, that was good play, with the exception of hiding in the open and trying to shoot an Oni from the front. That was never going to work in this tank, even with your gold rounds. It was just not worth it. Scout tanks are not designed to take on heavy tanks from the front. You have to get around the flanks to do anything real. So yeah, let's jump over and see what his battle results were. Second class mastery badge, spotter, fire for effect. Well done, sir. I must say, the more I see the more I like it. Though I really do have to explore the heavy tank side to know for certain. Well done as far as just like third on experience, but not that far behind everybody else. And it was really just because of the fact that like the AMX and even the LTG are lower tier than him. That thing did a ton of damage from that perch way back there at the back. 2,000 spawning damage, completely worth it. Good job, sir. Thank you so much for sending this game in. And just because you're a light tank does not mean you can't dominate. And definitely doesn't mean you can't do something. Just don't sit in the open while you do it. That's the only thing I'm going to harp on. Great job, sir. And I'll see you all later. Please do hit the like button if you think this deserves an MVP. Subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. And all thank the patrons, for they are amazing. And I'll see you all next time with ioEther out.